Mr. Desmond Chu.
Question 11, please.
Mr. Speaker, the passing rate for the private hire car driver's vocational license, the PDVL test, is about 80%. Private hire car or PHC drivers must be able to read and speak simple English. This is so that they can navigate roads and buildings, the names of which are primarily in English. This also ensures that the drivers can communicate effectively with all commuters, both Singaporeans and tourists. This is why the PDVL course and test are conducted in English. There are no plans to conduct the tests in other languages.
Mr. Desmond Chu.
I thank the Minister for his reply. Two supplementary questions. The first is because app-based ride-hailing is fairly straightforward with locations clearly marked out, is there then scope for us to have a simplified version of test, especially for those with language difficulties? And second, for those who have engaged in longer-term contracts with the ride hire companies to rent their vehicles, can there be extension for them in order to pass the test in time?
Mr. Speaker, I thank the member for the questions. To the first point, ride-hailing, when it goes as intended, is a simple process, but the regulation of this space has to take into account what happens when things go wrong, when accidents occur, when other things occur on the roads, pedestrians and so forth. So when things go wrong, there is a need to interface with members of the public, members of the emergency services, rescue services, security services. So I take the point that ride-hailing, when it works well, when it works as designed, it's a simple process, but it operates in a fairly complicated environment, and how we regulate all the users of that environment have to take that into account. As for longer-term contracts, LTA and the agencies do work with the drivers who are applying to help try to see what is a remediation that can be applied to help them pass the PDVL. If there are specific cases that the member is interested in, he could perhaps write to me and I could follow up on how we might assist these drivers.
Mr. Sia Kemping.
Could I just ask SMS, would the ministry consider allowing tests to be conducted for persons with hearing disabilities? I ask this because I actually have some residents who have that, who are in those situations.
I thank the member for the question. I need to study the matter, and I will do so. And if he has some specific instances of drivers who would like to apply, maybe he could write to me and I could follow up on that.